Definitely something.
Hmm.
Hmm. So I'm looking at the exclusive ship for people who have the lifetime subs. It's a heavy destroyer ship, which is a tier 6, which is awesome. I'm wondering what kind of weapons I'm going to have to put on this thing. I'm thinking mostly beams. Maybe a cannon or two.
Can or two. What would that mean?
Cannon.
I thought you said can. Just can.
It'd be like the can.
Yeah, why not have a bunch of line dancers on the ship? Make it more interesting for the crew.
Can. Oh, by the way, Rio Girl, I'm down in stream dash Red Fox if you want to come join.
Yeah. We're hijacking his place for a little bit.
Hey, he ain't using it.
I just, have you ever played by the way, Kira, you ever played, the new Wolfenstein?
Yeah, I played the new Wolfenstein.
I loved it. I really fucking loved it.
Yeah.
It's smarter than a game called Wolfenstein as it has any right to be. She's here.
Hey, Rio Girl, what's up?
Hello.
Nothing much.
Awesome. So, so what was this about a broken bed? What?
Well,
You okay?
Yep.
I just heard well and then it cut off something.
It might be our connection. Just give her a second.
Yeah, we'll take our time.
Also, hey, other guy, what's up? Aether Guy, another patron of XP Fest.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad. I'm sorry I didn't go. It's just my schedule didn't let me, and I've been suffering financial problems.
There's always next year.
I'll do my best to go to that one. I'll see if I can figure something out.
Okay, Rio Girl's gonna be right back to fix her mic. I will be back in a moment. I have to get something to drink. I am parched.
All right. I'd love to go down and eat the rest of the chicken I have in the fridge, but my dad's sleeping. I don't want to wake him up.
can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we
Yep.
can hear you now.
Alright, cool. I just had to fix what was my push to talk button.
All right, don't worry.
So, about the bed, right?
Yeah, well, Reese is gone. You can tell us.
Yeah, see, this bed is like really old. Like, I think like about over 10 years old. So, it's like pretty much it sags in the middle. It's like bending out and everything. So,
Yeah.
I need a completely new mattress. So,
So wait, is the mattress broken or the bed? It's like the bed itself. You know, like the wood and everything.
Well, it sounds like the
uh,
frame itself.
Yeah.
it's the frame and also the mattress itself and the box mattress. I think like what's frame.
By the way,
All of it's kind of.
oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that everything is just kind of warped. My frame itself, because it's metal, the box that I have at the bottom, and the mattress itself is just all broken in the middle.
By the way, I had a set of wireless headphones so I could hear everything while I was getting my tea.
You have wireless headphones, you lucky bastard.
Yeah, it's a shame it can't reach that far. I heard a couple. I heard enough words
All right.
Yeah, I need to get a headset of headphones with a better range on it, at least up to 250 feet.
God, I miss my decent computer. This netbook's so terrible.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
what'd you like most about XP Fest?
Actually, just hanging out with everybody. It was kind of nice to meet you, Reese and Kazi, Rob. It was just really nice.
It was. I've gotten to the point in my life where I'm starting to care less and less about the games, and I just enjoyed hanging out with everybody, really.
Mm-hmm.
Despite the fact I spend most of the time in front of the consoles.
Yeah.
Also, do you remember the exact question where I answered with "anything you say, mother" at the cards match? Because I'm failing to recall the details.
Can I just say that no one? Okay, either no one's good at Cards Against Humanity. They're only lucky. Let's be honest.
You're only as good as the audience that
cards
you're
you-
playing to.
You are only as good as whatever the black card is and whatever your white cards are. That's about it.
That and the big black deck card.
Yep. Oh, my trump cards are either Virginia Tech Massacre and Bigger Blacker Dick. If you draw any of those two cards on the Car Kaiser, you win. Just no contest. And my rule is if someone draws both Bigger Blacker Dick and Virginia Tech, they have to rock paper scissors for the win.
Yeah, there was I'm starting to recall a couple other ones. There was what gets me aroused at night or something like that, and I put down the blacker side of Barack Obama.
Who were the other two?
I can't remember. I mostly recall my answers.
Fuck me, that was the blacker side of Barack Obama.
Because it's totally about me, you understand.
We need to have a night where we just play that, because that's a fun fucking game to play.
Oh, it is. We need to get a Zizzy match up sometime.
I would when I get my new computer, I'll totally play that. When I get my old one back, I mean.
What's wrong with your old one?
Well, what happened was the video card pretty much fried,
Ew.
pretty much died, and I had to send it in to someone to fix it. And basically, I tossed him, so when will it be fixed? And he said, well, it could be tomorrow or 2 weeks from now. And I just told him, thanks for the heads up. And nothing seems to have happened yet, so still waiting. And right now I'm stuck with my netbook that I use for work and like when I'm on the go and I'm writing stuff, and it's completely terrible when it comes to like video streaming and things like that.
It could be 3 weeks, it could be 2 days, or it could be 3 minutes.
That's pretty much that's pretty much the type of ambiguity he gave me.
Alright, now did he say, like, days, weeks, or business days, or business weeks?
He just said, and I quote, it could be tomorrow or 2 weeks from now. I don't know if he works on weekends. I have no clue.
I'll just assume business weeks for simplicity's sake.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that, because I don't know if the guy works on weekends. And he hasn't updated me since I went there, so Jesus Christ only knows what he's doing to that thing over there.
Yeah, he's bringing the hard drive into some strange sex bot or something.
Ooh, sounds kinky.
You know, I always fear the idea of sex. This is just me being paranoid. The idea of sex bots scare me. Because it's like, you know,
why does it scare you?
2 reasons. One, I watched a movie called Ex Machina, and now I'm fucking scared of anything to do with sexy robots. And 2, it just me in the bed. A lot of things can fuck up. You'll be in the bedroom, you'll be like, lick my ball sack. And she'll be like, yes, I will rip your ball sack.
Did you ever see Cherry 2000?
I've seen the cover for it.
Oh, here's the thing about this. You want something bad about that? Remember Austin Powers and the Fembots?
Yeah, when I'm thinking fembots, I think Awesome Powers.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, it's like all of a sudden, nipple machine guns.
It all depends on what you reprogram them to do. And number two, obviously had plans for one.
Well, this movie I watched scared me because she basically fucked with him by both stimulating his brain and his dick at the same time, and it was just, oh god, it freaked me out. I don't know, it scared me. It really fucking scared me.
Oh, Ninja.
What's up?
Did you get my GIF?
Oh, you mean that, what was that game on here? Give me a second.
Curie, are you sure you should keep gifting people this? Aren't you going to run out of money at some point?
Still have 98.24 on my wallet.
Okay.
Alien vs. Predator.
Oh, that's okay. I'm gonna say this right now. Play the Predator campaign. That's actually very fun. Wait, which one? Is it the remake or the original?
I was like, which version was that? Like 2010?
It was-
Give me like 10 seconds to see when it came out.
It was the one. It was the recent one.
Door page.
AVP, yada yada yada.
Like-
Speaking of our loads, 2010.
Okay, that one wasn't terrible. I mean, it was. The Predator campaign was great. It's just like the human campaign was okay. I know the alien campaign was not fun at all.
And I already know your position on colonial means.
Yeah. I don't know, the Predator campaign was fun just because it was just... You're playing the Predator. That's fucking incredible.
But
You
you
know,
would think
okay.
the alien.
What?
Nothing.
No, I would.
Oh. No, the Predator to me is cooler just because he's a hunter. He's a warrior. You know, the alien is just a monster that walks around and kills people. And occasionally reproduces. Sometimes with eggs, other times they blow out of your chest.
I need some advice.
What's this advice you need?
I need a name for my heavy destroyer. Something Zelda themed.
Ooh.
The Grand Cannon?
What's the ship from Wind Waker called?
Red Lions? Or something like
The
that?
King of Red Lions?
Because we need, if we're gonna go like ship based, I think it's best we go Wind Waker because that one had ships in it as well.
Yeah, because I've already got Mr. Postman, I've already got General Onyx, the Triforce of Derp, the USS Aghanim, the USS Ganondorf, the USS Rudo, the USS Seria, the USS
The
Termina.
USS. You named one after Rudo. Fucking brilliant.
Well, Rudo was originally a town. USS Seria, USS Termina, USS Vati, and the Windfish.
I think
Ipuna.
Red Lion might work, or whatever what was it called again? In Wind Waker.
The Red Lions.
Yeah, that actually sounds like a good name.
That was a good game.
That was probably my favorite. It's that or Majora's Mask. That's my favorite Zelda game. I'm like the one person here who loves Majora's Mask.
Oh, I thought you said Red Lions in. Never mind.
Oh. We're talking about Zelda.
Okay, there's not enough letters for King of Red Lions, so it'll just be King Red Lions.
Let's name the destroyer off the horse. Okay, good idea, Quebecer.
Epona? Maybe I could name one of the shuttles Epona.
Yeah, let's not name the giant destroyer after the horse.
Formula
Yeah.
Epona.
Is it
Form-
Epona? Is it pronounced Impona or Epona?
Epona, I don't know.
I think it's pronounced Epona. I could be wrong with that. I'm not too sure.
I don't know.
Epone?
Damn it, you made this tougher.
The Japanese, I imagine, would pronounce it as Epona. Or something like that.
I could, because I've been calling that thing Epona for the past 10 years. There was another thing that, just bring up E3 again, that was a sad thing, they didn't show that off. I know it's still in development, but at least give us a screenshot or something.
Fallout Shelter is okay.
How to be fair, I wasn't really sold on Fallout 4, and then I saw the footage. I actually might want to play it now.
Yeah.
It looks like here's a gun, here's a playground, go nuts.
Granted, I probably would have gotten it anyway, just simply because I got to see Yaki Way.
I like how there's color to it. That's one of the things I like about it. It looks colorful because
It actually looks like something that would be actually in-game footage, not like pre-rendered.
Yeah, like 3 just looked like a bus stop urinal the whole way through. This one actually has color and vibrance to it. And Doom, I'm just pumped for because it's Doom, and I'm still a 13-year-old boy inside.
Doom is a fun series. Hell, I enjoyed bringing Doom 3 to XP Fest.
I like Doom 3. People don't like it, and I see their problems, but I still enjoy the hell out of it. It's a power fantasy. You're playing a space marine shooting everything that moves, be it dead or otherwise.
Here's what I really enjoyed about Doom 3 for the Xbox. The collector's edition, which I brought, also has the original
So that
Doom.
game has some of probably the best lighting effect.
It has the original Doom on the game, as well as Doom 2.
It came with the original. Yeah, it came with. Did you have the expansion as well?
And it has local 4-player co-op.
Wait, campaign or just the multiplayer?
Campaign. You can actually do 4-player split screen co-op.
That's gotta be nuts, considering the level design's pretty corridory. You know, it's gotta be pretty difficult to play.
I don't know. The original Doom was kind of open in some levels.
Yeah, well, if we're talking 3, though,
No,
3.
No, we're talking the original Doom.
I thought you were talking 3, because that would not work at all.
No.
Levels are too narrow.
I don't think even
you outnumber both the enemy and the local wildlife.
I don't even think that the Xbox One could handle Doom 3 split screen 4 players.
Well, considering the lighting effects for that game and the detail of it all. The other thing of the game, the visuals of that game still kind of hold up in some ways. The lighting specifically. I remember as a kid trying to run that on my computer at home. That was a fucking rough day. I had to fucking have someone make my computer able to run at a decent frame rate.
I also have a fast-moving raider vessel as well as a warship.
All right, have a good night.
So I'm still looking for names. Good night, Aether.
I think Red Lion might work best.
Well, I've already got King of Red Lions.
Oh, what are we looking for now for names?
I have a heavy raider vessel, as well as a heavy warship. Yeah, if you're looking at my stream, you can see them right now.
Forget me, this netbook's a pure piece of shit.
You're not watching my stream. How could
I'm
you?
watching it. It's just taking forever to fucking catch up because this netbook has the processing power of a fucking microwave.
Don't mind me. I'm just being a dick.
I have it open. Alright. We still need, if we're gonna keep going this other thing, we need to name something Epina at least.
I've already did that.
How about, what's the bug princess's name from Twilight Princess?
The one that's following you everywhere.
Yeah, they call her the bug princess.
I think that's Midna.
Midna, then we should do something to that then. Look up the Hyrule Warriors roster and I'll get some names for you.
I could probably name the heavy raider Midna.
Yeah. Look that up and see if that's the correct name though.
I've read the Hyrule
Agatha.
story.
It's Agatha, the Bug Princess. There we go.
Bug Princess?
That's what I call her.
I thought her name was Midna.
I have it open on my phone. Let me try to get it on my computer.
So this was like this was like a third act twist or something that Midna was not her real name. Sorry, I haven't gotten
Is
very
this
far in Twilight Princess.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I don't judge people who don't, because it's a fucking long game.
Help, Rio girl! He's judging me.
You know what, Midna or Agatha, either way, you got two names to work with. I'm sure someone who's more into Zelda can correct me on this. Because I just play them, I don't really read up on lore or anything. Although one of my favorite things to do in Twilight Princess is at the beginning name the horse My Dick, because what follows is two of the funniest lines in gaming for me. It's I washed my dick for you, and when the old man once told me, climb up onto my dick, holler at me when you're ready. I was very proud of myself. I'm serious.
I hope you're proud of yourself, buddy.
Fuck yeah, I am.
Oh, okay then.
I'm serious. What you should do is, okay, Whale Girl, if you have Twilight Princess, play the opening and name the horse My Dick, and just see how many times you laugh at the dialogue.
Oh. It sounded like you were talking about something involving an old man.
Okay, one of the lines is, Whale Girl, is when I named the horse My Dick, the old man in the village tells me, and I quote, climb up onto my dick, holler at me when you're ready.
Okay, that's nuts. You just turned an innocent thing into, ooh, that's nasty.
Then again, I did, when I played Ocarina, I named Link Fuck Me, and when we got to the Ice Castle, Navi says, fuck me, it's cold.
Well, you made her swear. That's nice.
I once played and I named the horse Titwank, because I could. I have a weird habit when I play Zelda games.
You have a weird habit of trying to figure out how many statements you can make dirty just by naming things dirty.
Very simple. If the game gives me the power to do this, I'm going to do it.
Instantly turn things activated. Just name things.
It's
Things my dick.
It's like when I played Saints Row. If the game lets me be a metallic man who breathes fire and has a cape, I'm going to do that.
Yeah, freedom is overrated
How do you
anyway.
do the...
Look, I played Saints...
What?
Nanomachines, son. That's all I'm going to tell
How
you.
do you do the breathing fire part is the question.
Nanomachines, son. That's it. I don't know why I'm quoting that game now, but probably because the alcohol's kicking in.
You talk nanomachines, I talk micro machines.
Guy who did those commercials was so incredible.
Totally micro machines, totally metal. Wait a minute, did I hear him say 3 minutes? Ah! I can't talk that fast.
No, only he can do that. Many have tried, many have failed.
I need a script to work off of. I might be able to do it, although I'll probably end up slurring a lot of my words. Hell, I was probably slurring some words at XP Fest.
And destroying your throat.
No, he'd just be... The thing is, when you're saying words too fast, they all come out at once, so you feel like you're just spitting stuff out of your mouth.
On the way home, there was a moment where I was spitting some of my words.
I bet eventually he'll actually have actual spitting and we'll be spitting at people as he tries to fast.
What?
What?
Gary just chimes in, what?
What? What?
Fucking brilliant timing.
What the bata? What the bata? Yes.
Huh.
What?
What's on your mind?
What?
What is on your mind? Do you have anything at all on your
Might
mind?
The discovery of something by Professor on my iPhone.
Oh.
You're playing their little app thing they released.
Well, it's not really a little app thing. It's one they have journeyed into the area of building area like Doomsday Preparator and such their Fallout shelter.
So Tiny Tower meets Fallout.
Pretty much.
I just fucking love that people
Radio
got...
frequency is too high.
Best part of the Doom thing for me was people getting mad because it was violent. That was fucking hysterical to me.
And you wonder, where the fuck have you been?
Yeah, did you, like, the past 20 years, like, didn't mean anything to you?
I got a question. Is this Doom going more back to its roots, or is and pretending Doom 3 never happened?
What I'm getting at is it has Doom 3's levels, the gloomy, desolate station, but it plays like Doom 1 and 2. That's what I got from the demo. It's the crazy, guns and the over-the-top explosions, but it's all in Doom 3's setting. Which, because I like that about Doom 3. I really like the atmosphere of that game. Apparently you get to go to hell. Well, then again, if you're our Doom game, you have to have a level set in hell. That's rule.
Wait, I thought Doom 1 didn't have a level in hell.
Oh, it had a level in hell. It was like episode 3, when you finally go to hell.
Technically, episode 2 is also in hell, but you don't find out about that until the end.
Yeah, then episode 3 is when they really play up the hell part, the level design.
You're familiar with the story, right, Will Girl?
Yeah, like some research on Mars somehow creates a portal to hell.
Some crazy scientists open a portal to hell, and pretty much all hell breaks loose. Both literally and both
Yeah, we'll be
literally
here all night, folks.
both literally and metaphorically. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I really am. Just love how they brought out the chainsaw. I just got giddy when that happened. That was the point. I just let it all out. I'm like, well, the loudest I can do when my dad's asleep in the next room.
There we go.
That's pretty much what I did. Thank you.
See, I kind of feel cheated as a kid. I never got to play Doom or Quake because my parents were like, oh no, that's kind of, over the top violence, and you're a little kid, so here's Jumpstart.
Hi.
And Glover.
My parents didn't give a fuck. Apparently.
In a way, mine kind of did, but they were a little relaxed about it. They did have concerns over what I was watching and what I was being exposed to. For example, they cut off my access to MTV because they did not like Beavis and Butthead and their laugh. They did not like the fact that I was doing the laugh.
Oh, that's... To be fair, if I was your father, I probably would have done the same thing. With the personality I currently have. I'm like, son, stop doing that shit or I'm cutting you off MTV. Is But my parents had the rule of as long as he doesn't go all crazy and act out what he sees, he's fine. Because it's like, oh, our son can totally differentiate reality fantasy.
That might have been why they were so laid back about the whole thing.
If you can differentiate what's real and what's not, then you're good.
In fact, a couple years later, they realized that I had in fact matured to the point where I understood, where they realized I did know what fantasy and reality was all about, and yet they could not undo the block from MTV. That they
I-
blocked,
I
they
am-
actually blocked out MTV from our cable. Had disabled altogether.
You know, it's weird because my dad didn't think Doom was all that shocking. Cause, well, then again, he was at this point he was watching a lot of horror movies like Hellraiser and stuff like that. So maybe he's
I
just
sit
like.
here staring at HEWs going, what the fuck?
But this is a guy who watched Hellraiser. He looked at that. He looked at Doom and thought, "Yeah, it's not that bad."
See, my parents are a little bit different. They actually read the back of the game book, so when they saw things like M or T, and they're like, "Oh, you're 8, so you're not getting any of these games.
It was,
Come back when you're 13."
you know, it was that and Mortal Kombat. If you were a kid and you had either of those two games, you were the coolest kid on the block.
Yeah, I had Mortal Kombat on the SNES.
Oh, you had the neutered version.
Oh my God! Scorpion is laying in the pool
Yes,
of his
Mortal
own
Kombat 2.
sweat.
Well, then again, you know that's one of those games. It was that and Doom that were like those were the games that every parent feared.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat on the SNES was more or less a Billy Idol song.
And basically the way my
Sweat,
parents operated
sweat,
was this.
Sweat.
I played a lot of Mortal Kombat. I never tried to beat people up. They figured, okay, he at least knows enough between reality and fiction. Plus,
you know,
we'll just maybe spend 5 minutes with him saying, don't copy what you see in these things, okay?
It's so fucking surreal to watch how different our society has become. Like, you know, back when Mortal Kombat and Doom came out, everyone was mortified by what they saw, and now when Mortal Kombat X comes out, and then I see the preview of Doom 3, everyone's like, that's normal. It's really fucking surreal to me, you know? Mortal Kombat X, if you watch the fatalities, those fucking disturbed me a bit. I'm like, whoa. And everyone was okay with it. And I'm not being authoritative, I'm just saying, like, you know, back then we thought this was the devil. Now it's more graphic than it's ever been, and we're like, yeah, it happens.
There was one
Unless
time.
you're Nina
Go ahead.
Sarkeesian.
Yeah, but it's fucking surreal to me.
And I sit here laughing at HEWs who somehow don't understand what the Tomb Raider series is.
There was one time where I got grounded for saying "son of a bitch" because at the time "bitch" was still a swear word.
Wait,
At least in my house, that is. And
It's
it turned out I wasn't really emulating video game dialogue. I was actually quoting Spaceballs.
answer to that is, I never really seen many video games actually use the word bitch.
Really?
well, back when they couldn't have voice acting, like even my Doom and Mortal Kombat.
I know,
one
no,
really-
even with voice acting, I haven't heard the word bitch a lot. I heard a lot of fuck and shits, but never bitch.
You know, to be fair though, I understand kind of the shock people had with it's kind of fun just going back and thinking about all the controversies we had and how different we've become. I remember when Manhunt first came out. That's what
Well, yes and no.
Manhunt
The
to me
majority.
is one of the more fascinating cases of video game controversy because, you know, Rockstar already had a name for themselves and they came out with this, and I was fascinated. I'm like, this is kind of shocking, and I kind of want to play it. Because anyone who's played it knows the premise of the game is you're working for a snuff filmmaker and you have to kill people in the most horrible, brutal way possible.
And okay, I didn't know the snuff film part. I
Yeah,
just knew you
it's-
had to kill a bunch of people.
Now, this is a game where you can asphyxiate a man with a plastic bag.
I think I saw that scene.
That's the money shot. That's the one everyone remembers if you've played it. Also, it's the only game I've ever seen where you can do something like that.
No, I heard about it, and I knew a lot of what it is. I never knew that it all boils down to somebody wanted to get their rocks off by killing people.
Well, that's one of the things that I think got people so disturbed by it, because snuff films were at the time. You know, snuff films for a long time were very urban legend. You know, no one knew.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we
like,
found out they do exist, and they're very
they-
graphic. It's like our imagined
they
Sid,
exist
so.
now. Like they did. I'm pretty sure they didn't exist back in those days, because you know you would have had to have filmed it, edited it, distribute it to other people, and you had to get film stock and everything.
I apparently found a few Asian ones that were
Well,
old.
If they're guinea pig, then no, they're not real.
Guinea pig is.
They're Hollywood,
is-
essentially.
Guinea pig, although to be honest, you could have told me that was real, I probably would have believed you, because it looks bloody real.
Yeah.
Although it's really fascinating to watch the behind-the-scenes stuff that they released, because the government pretty much forced them to release that, just to see all the crew and cast laughing together at this movie, knowing the horror that they're making. Like, if you could find it, then I suggest watching it, because it's really, it's kind of surreal.
So they already knew what they were getting themselves into, so decided to laugh and know they were going to troll the world, and then it backfired on them.
Well, keep in mind though, this was at a time when Cannibal Holocaust was at number one on the video rental store. So no shit, people try to capitalize on that.
Yeah, the film that where the director had break a contract to prove that he didn't kill anybody.
Yeah, that's a fun story. He pretty much filmed the movie. He told the actors to go in hiding for about a year. He released the film with protesters and everything, and he people bought it, but they bought it too well to where he was going to jail for several counts of murder, and he had to tell the actors, "Look, come here, come to the courthouse, please. I'm about to go to prison."
I thought that was the story behind Faces of Death.
Faces of Death is a more interesting case. What the director did was he went to a news station and he bought like 60-second film clips of death, like a woman jumping out of, like newsreels, like a woman jumping out of a window, guy getting run over by a semi-truck. He bought that and he would film like interludes to put in between the footage. So in some ways it is kind of a snuff film. Yes and no. Because even though it is real footage, it's fictionalized in some ways, This is a bit more of a weirder case, Faces of Death.
Yeah, I mean...
But nobody remembers apparently the movie Faces of Death, but everybody remembers Cannibal Holocaust.
Faces of Death's a more weirder film, like, if you look at it from the perspective, like, is it a snuff film? And it's if you judge it by this is newsreels of people dying, then yes, it is a snuff film.
So it's just a newsreel of people dying?
Like I said, he went to these news stations and he bought like 60-second clips of like one woman jumps out a window, guy gets run over by a semi, slaughterhouse B-roll, and he would like narrate over it and film little interludes in between. Like when the woman's about to jump, he filmed like a bunch of like guys dressed up in firemen walking up and down the stairs of his apartment. And it would keep cutting back and forth until she jumps. And the original unedited cut of the woman jumping is like 60 seconds, but he pads it for like 4 minutes of these guys running up the stairs.
Question. So, is this just like just a collection of scenes he created? Or is there an actual story attached to it?
He built fictionalized accounts around real footage that he bought from news stations, and
somehow I want to say fuck him.
To be fair, all these sleazeballs directors, to be fair, like the news stations, they were selling that film. They were selling stock of dead people. What the hell? I guess after the evening news airs, what do you do with it? He comes in, hey, can I buy this? They're like, yeah, fuck it, we're not gonna use it. It was news yesterday, it's history now.
That's been history because nobody's really gonna remember it.
Well, he put it to good use though. People remember that now.
Not the majority, because the majority never heard of it. I haven't heard of it.
It's if you're into like real sleazebag film like I am, it's one of the ones you always like. It's that, Guinea Pig, and Cannibal Holocaust is like the trilogy of snuff films, like films pretending to be snuff films.
Well, Face of Death must be the sleaziest of them. Well, Cannibal Holocaust must be the least sleazy because I have...
Cannibal's a really fucked up movie, like, if you watch it as a film, because the director, he did this with all his films. He would kill real animals on film. Like, he would,
some podcasts I listened to started making a theory that the director must hate animals because he kept doing it in all his different films.
It's real. Yeah, he won't kill humans, he'll kill animals, though. Like, as you watch Cannibal, they kill a tortoise and eat it, and apparently they did just take a kidnap a random tortoise and kill it on film.
Yeah, those ones...
he kills a lot of different animals for real
You
across
know-
all his films.
Apparently, he did actually find real cannibals in the wilderness, and that's got to be real fucked up as a filmmaker to have to direct people who've never seen film equipment before. That's
And
gonna be
also-
fucking tough. I gotta give him props for that.
I got.
Although everyone remembers the pole scene. I mean, you've seen the movie, Carrie. You know what I mean.
I believe I do.
That to me that to me is one of the most, like, that's a fucking impressive from like a makeup department perspective. Like, how the fuck did they do that? Because she's impaled from the pole, and I'm like, fuck, how the fuck did they do that? That looks too real.
Yeah.
It's just me going through all the terrible movies I've seen, all the horrible sleazy movies.
Horrible.
It's
I
just
wonder
not,
if you go deeper than the guys at
you doesn't-
Nature's Media.
did they talk about a movie called Necromantic? Because
I don't
that's
know.
one
In the
of-
podcast, they haven't, but I haven't seen all their Live New Geeks to know if they ever had come across it.
That's a fucking interesting one.
Yeah, I know Brad Jones did that.
Yeah. Oh, that's a fucking weird. You know, the sad part is the person who did the music for that movie did an amazing job. That is a brilliant score for a movie that really did deserve a brilliant score.
What's the movie about?
It's about
Necrophilia.
it's necrophilia.
So, about somebody who wants to fuck the dead.
Yes, that's what necrophilia
Yep.
is, real girl. Thank you for being redundant, but it gets so much worse than that. It really does.
How can it get worse than corpse fucking?
Because they take it to a level that I've only really seen in that. They take it to a pretty crazy level.
So they add creepy fetishes on top of
I'll
it.
just say it. The man and his girlfriend have a threesome with the corpse, and they use a pipe as his dick.
Ew.
In a-
Okay,
I'm so sorry for putting that image in your head, people who didn't want to
In
have
a
that.
in a way, Casper is also kind of hinting at necrophilia.
Oh god.
Yeah, it kind of hints just like Twilight does with necrophilia and bestiality.
Well, dude.
Yeah, because Edward is
Um,
technically dead.
Well, then that's my question though. That the movie I gotta ask that is it really necrophilia?
if the
'Cause-
person can still move around, and they're undead, does it count as necrophilia?
Yeah.
It does.
if they're dead, like if none of their vitals are working, then yes, it is necrophilia because you're fucking the dead.
Well, so that means a zombie would count, but I still don't know if a vampire truly counts because they need to
Vampires
survive on
are
something.
dead. Like if we were judging by old school vampire folklore, vampires are technically dead. So, because like I think of to me, Anne Rice's Interview with a Vampire is probably the most realistic interpretation of vampire lore. They don't eat, they don't sleep, they can go out in the sun, they just don't want to. They are technically dead. So yeah.
In a totally unrelated subject, can I keep you?
Can you keep who?
You keep me? No.
Why
Feed
do
me,
you-
feed me, and give me free liquor. Then
Damn it,
totally.
Reese Kane, what if we told you about that hidden sex dungeon?
Speaking of which, when the fuck am I getting the woman you promised me? We made a deal and you didn't keep it. I'm getting mad now.
Wait, what happened here?
Whale girl, this is none of your business. Stay out of it.
You're bringing it up here, so you're making it
That doesn't mean you have to listen
business.
to it.
Making it everybody
Something about a
who-
sex dungeon? What?
Well, they think you have a sex dungeon, and Neon wants a woman you apparently claim you would give him.
Yeah, thought we agreed. What, you don't remember? Were you drinking?
I don't drink. I was just quoting Casper.
Wait, what? Okay, this just got more weird. What the fuck?
Apparently, some Casper moment involves getting a woman, and apparently you were tricked into believing you were actually going to get one.
I did see the live. The only thing I've seen of Casper is that film from '93. So maybe I don't remember it, but I think. By the way, I remember the end of that movie, and yes, that did include necrophilia. She kisses him. That is necrophilia.
But it's not a corpse. That's a ghost.
He's dead. It is like necrophilia is fucking the dead. All right, so technically he's dead. Don't make-
I'm not saying he's technically dead. I thought it was only if you fuck a corpse. I didn't think vampires and ghosts counted.
Look, Jesus, we're gonna have to have a debate on this. We might actually have to debate this. Is fucking a vampire and fucking a ghost necrophilia? Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you to Late Night Reese Kane, where we have such riveting discussions as if you fuck a vampire and you fuck a ghost, is that necrophilia?
Well, fuck these video options.
Well, Nia, it depends on the conditions. Like, for example, what kind of vampire are we talking about? Like Twilight kind of versions of vampires,
Yeah,
or like Interview with a Vampire?
Yeah, that's what I wonder, because there's like so many different versions of vampire. You know, there's the brooding Anne Rice vampire, the old school Bela Lugosi, the crazy 30 Days of Night feral vampires. You know,
Is it the same Bela Lugosi as in Ed Wood, where he just goes, "Fuck you"?
that is the best moment of that whole movie. That was so amazing.
Reese, that's old Bela Lugosi. We're talking about more in the 1930s Bela Lugosi.
He was old. He was still old when he did that fucking movie.
Well, there's still a huge difference between 1930s Bela Lugosi and the one that worked with Ed Wood.
The one with that guy Wood was really freaking sad if you watch that movie. It's really depressing.
What's the depressing thing about it?
Because he's washed up and a heroin addict. Have you even seen Ed Wood? Okay, because I really suggest you do. It's a really good movie.
Only thing, I only see bits and pieces of the movie.
It's a really good movie. It's probably the best movie about a terrible filmmaker you'll ever see. Really good. I love reading about Ed Wood. The guy's fascinating.
The funny thing to me is how he went from horror films and just slowly devolved into porn.
Well, that's the thing about him. He made shit films, but he never phoned it in. He was always upbeat and full of passion when he made those films. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there has to be some giving up when you slowly devolve into porn.
That was the point he gave up, but the more interesting points of his life are when he was making, you know, like Glenn or Glenda, Bride of the Monster, his big three.
I'm not arguing those. Those I can tell he had passion
He
for.
had fucking pure passion for those films. And he shot them he shot all those movies in less than a week. Because he never did a second take.
I mean, that's part of his problem. He didn't understand that not everything's going to be perfect the first take.
Although he could do the Michael Cimino in Heaven's Gate and do 50 takes a scene.
No,
Because
hell
that's-
no.
that's
That's
what he-
pedanticness, pickiness on a level most directors would go, "What the fuck are you doing?"
That's another great film story, the making of Heaven's Gate, how one man's perfection led to just the bankrupting of an entire studio.
Where Charlie Chaplin crying because he was one of the original founders of United Artists.
That movie's like, it's a beautiful film, but it's so hard to enjoy it when you know the production history of it and how messed up it was. Because I watched it recently. It's a really well made film. It's just, god damn, it's boring though.
Question, Rio Girl, about earlier. Are you on Steam?
Yes, I am on Steam.
Awesome. Can you send me a friend request to just Reese Kane?
I actually can't because I'm on my laptop on my bed, and my I don't have Steam on my laptop. It's on my basically on my tower.
Okay.
If you want, I could actually just turn on my tower and just do that. It'll be about minutes.
That's cool.
All right, I'll be back.
Okay.
I'm going to install Steam real quick on this thing, not to use it, but just to have access to everything. Think about it. Just reading all the E3 news I didn't read today, catching up. So the Xbox One's going early access as well.
What's going early access?
On the Xbox One, you can play Elite Dangerous and The Long Dark. And yes, The Long Dark is going to Xbox One in beta formats. Which, oh god.
Now, I own The Long Dark already.
I haven't gotten around to trying that out yet. I've been too busy with a whole bunch of other games. You know, I am going to play it at some point. Elite Dangerous I really want to play because I love the idea of basically Euro Truck Simulator in space. Euro fucking Truck Simulator. That to me is fucking beautiful. Yeah, I like the idea of The Long Dark. It's not like fantasy driven, not zombies, just you in the Canadian wilderness. Good luck.
Yeah. I already have 40 hours on it.
Then again, another game I'm interested in is that Ark Dinos survival game, because it's basically Jurassic Park, the MMO.
That was kind of like almost like survival in Jurassic Park.
It's a survival game that's basically Jurassic Park, which is not a bad idea. Now that you know what I mean, you write that on paper, that actually sounds kind of awesome. Yeah, curious to know how they're going to make a late Dangerous work with a controller though, because that seems like it's going to be a tough one.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh. So I have a new film on my watch list.
What is it?
I watch a film critic on YouTube called YMS, and he reviewed this movie called Cool Cat Saves the Kids. And I have to see this movie now.
Is it based?
Have fun trying to find it.
Is it by any chance based on the late '60s Looney Tunes character that never took off?
Okay, what is that character like?
He's exactly as he sounds. He's kind of like a tiger, but he acts like a hep cat.
Is he orange and wears a blue shirt that literally just says Cool Cat?
I'm not sure about the blue shirt, but he is orange and he does have a tie.
No, this guy doesn't have a tie.
Competitive racers?
What this movie is from what I gather from this is the demented vision of a man who used to write erotic, religious books and then made a kid's novel. Made a film out of it. Eric Estrada's in it as a cameo.
Really? Eric
Estrada.
Looks,
yeah, this looks fucking demented. Like, it's the vision of a madman put on film. That's what this looks like. See if I can get it here.
You could dig deep enough, you'll find any film that's a vision of some crazy doofus who shouldn't be filming.
This is just. Let's see if we can find the trailer. Because, actually, yeah, because I cannot believe this is. I want to see this now, I really do. Let me get the trailer.
It's just Reese on Steam, right?
It's Reese Kane.
Reese Kane, alright.
Yes, I am the one with the superhero that says Mighty Mo.
Grab the flag at the end of the race. You reached the end of the race.
This is just the review. I can't find the trailer right now, but here's the review I was watching. If you're interested to see just how weird this movie is.
I actually saw this review. This movie's fucking weird.
Yeah. I kind of want to see it, though. It seems like one of those things you don't get the full picture till you actually watch it yourself.